the central balcony right in between with a little bit of green frame. That's the balcony that each pope used once as a pope in his papers for his presentation. So every time that the pope is going to be officially presented the world after the election, the balcony is there. So that's exactly what Benedict XVI the day of the election was doing. It's incredible, the balcony. That convince my wife to fucking achieve. It's great, they elected the Pope. You want to go to the gym, let's go to Satino Square waiting for the presentation of the Pope.
That's cute.
So she accepted her came here, logically that she was happy. And we arrived, there was still the smoke left, imagine. Then we spent 1 hour here, incredibly crowded immediately. So that's the window of the presentation. We're waiting for all the excitement, we're waiting for the moment where they're going to open the windows and the cardinal comes out saying, we have good news for you. We have the new Pope, and then it's going to say the name, and the name we just would like to be called.
Where's the smoke coming from?
The smoke comes from the Sistine Chapel. Where? Look at that. Look at the first building on the right-hand side. You see the one with the triangular ceiling, round, and the thin antenna? That's the Sistine Chapel. Look at the contrast. Have you seen how beautiful and rich is inside before, and how simple is outside? So normally, when they put the stove and the chimney comes out from the ceiling exactly on the left-hand side of the antenna. So do you see it? No chimney, because everything is going to be removed once. Building in front of us. You see the two floors on top. The top floor, the apartment of the Pope. Now. So in particular, top floor. From the right, the first corner, the first window in the first corner on the right, that's his bedroom. From the second one, top floor.
I don't know. Now we're leaving St. Peter's Square. We're going to go on a walking tour.
Immediately you are going to realize what's the lovely atmosphere of the historical center of Rome. Everything is left intact. Beautiful historical palaces. Look at this one, made in the Renaissance. You see it's still part of the original decoration. You see how sometimes the cornerstones of the buildings in the past were invented using ruins, fragments of the ancient Roman time. Like here, a fragment of the Rome. Is there one more item of the Blessed Virgin here? Immediately. We can, you're counting? To see immediately, it's famous here because only antiques shops. That's why normally in the summertime, all the stores here do you know that normally in the evening it's better to see? Now you see much better.
This is the first piazza.
Okay, let's stop there.
That we're stopping in for lunch.
You got the voice on? No.
You can't hear. Well, I can't hear.
Go down. Want to go down on the side straight? Yeah. And maybe by ourselves?
Sure.
I prefer to. I just feel like sitting with ourselves.
Porti ice cream di cappuccino. Whoops, la
Hey, we're having lunch. How's Rome so far?
Magnifico. Magnifico.
How's Rome?
Magnifico.
You want camera time?
Straight. Voice on?
Yeah, but you gotta talk loud, otherwise it won't pick you up. No?
No, just take a picture.
Okay.
Ok, so di tagliatelle bolognese.
No. I have.
wait, here, qua,
There we go.
Ok, di fettuccine alfredo.
Oh, no, she's carrying a pizza.
Debbie wanted pizza. She got a whole pizza.
Well, thanks.
Oh yeah, I gotta put
See,
this
my
away.
orange
It's starting to
spaghetti
sprinkle.
meatballs. This is a flat noodle with meat. I don't see any balls in it.
Okay.
But before going inside, you have to put narrow streets and always at the end, spectacular surprise. Beautiful piazzas. Let me ask you, Roy, as I've seen, other groups. To come a little bit closer. In fact, before going inside, what I would like to remind you is don't have to forget the phantom is, scusa,
This is the only remaining building that remained intact from the Roman era.
Can you see at first that's naturally air conditioning on the side. All the other doors are, we're going to say, daughters of this. That's the most ancient dome of the world. 18th centuries old. Not because it's the most
18
ancient
centuries
ever done, but
old.
because the opposite is the most ancient, but still standing intact, made by the Romans. Now, you see it? Do you remember what I told you? This once was the house of the major gods and goddesses. So
Yeah, this is someplace now. Original bronze doors. I don't think I can get them on here because the sun's coming in.
Yeah.
It's the largest and oldest dome in the world.
Not the largest, but the oldest.
It's amazing. I forgot who we said put the hole in it to check it out, but I think that's amazing.
Somebody else's house with the Ferrari.
in fact, this is a piazza that's not so crowded like the Pantheon of Piazza Navona. The most famous masterpiece, it's this one. You see it at the 11 columns of an ancient Roman temple, made at the time of the Emperor Hadrian, symbol of the Pantheon, 18th century ago, for the Emperor Hadrian, by the Emperor Hadrian. So, he dedicated some for the and he has a very modest piece.
I gotta get a
And
picture.
why the only one part of your cinema?
You two get over there.
This is Piazza. This was the Wall Street of Rome. It's a piazza, but I don't remember the name of it. At the end of each street, well, at the end of a lot of streets, there are these big squares. This is another piazza. I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember what it was? Piazza something.
I can't remember.
I
I
don't-
won't remember when I get home.
No, that's why I try to say it now on here so I remember, but it's 18th centuries old.
When in the year 1735, the Pope Clemens XII asked an architect, Nicola Salvi, follower of Bernini, to do the fountain here. You see how he made the fountain? Look, the fountain was put right in the middle of the back side of a private house. So that's why. Do you see the windows on the left and right? So there was a family living with a Trevi fountain in the house. Imagine. Then the family sold to the government, and now it's another museum open to the public. But the mix that the
Go ahead.
That feels good.
What?
That feels so good.
You see it now, the beautiful steps. So now you recognize the typical image of the Spanish steps. So you see the steps were made by a follower of Bernini, just to go up above the church that's now covered with the scaffolding. There is an obelisk. But you know why the Spanish...
I'm walking, I thought you were right behind me.
It's a big protest going on right in front of our hotel. I don't know what they're protesting.
It's in a parade.
What? I don't know what it is. We had to get dropped off down the street because we couldn't get down this block because of the protest.
Italy, they protest.
This is a huge protest.
Whatever they're protesting, hits at everybody.
This is right from our corner. See the Colosseum in the back.
That, as I was saying, this is the only one part of the very external ring of the Colosseum that's still standing intact. You see it at perfectly the three different levels of porticos. At the first one I'm going to show you before entering the numbered gates. And then at the second and third level instead were the statues of the gods and gods. So once again I'll remind you to see it. Unfortunately here was the problem of the local with the relocation in the original position of the few white marble seats here. So this is just a little bit, but important for us also to have a little bit an idea of the different levels of the seats. So with your imagination extend the structure, turning all around, and you obtain the first section. And do that 4 more times on top. So as to obtain 5 different sections here. One big
That was interesting. I learned something new.
¿Está bien? ¿Está entendido? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Isn't that something?
Nada, perfecto. Entonces, que tenga buen paseo y cuidado con los leones.
Te he visto un regalo. Y al cabo de 10 minutos ya eres de la familia, ¿no?
No excuses. In fact, I always remember the exit is exactly on the opposite.
Oh, that's the wedding cake. Has a big chariot statue on top of the building. The Roman Forum.
Of the emperor. So the previous one was made while Constantine was alive. This was made once Titus was dead for the commemoration. Even if
Wow, this is in the Roman Forum, the 2nd century.
There you go.
Julius Caesar. Do you know why here? Do you know what happened here? The cremation of the body of Julius Caesar. So the famous speech made by Mark Antony, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Here, we're just standing right now. So here there was the body of Julius Caesar, cremated of the Roman eternity. What does it mean? For example, the first building with the brick. This is the original Roman Senate. The one of the time of Julius Caesar, where the senators used to have the leading in their political discussion. Normally, there is a democracy that must be a senate, not
in alto i nostri cuori. Rendiamo grazie al Signore nostro Dio. È veramente cosa buona e giusta, nostro dovere fonte di salvezza, rendere grazie sempre in ogni luogo a te, Signore Padre Santo, Dio Onnipotente ed Eterno. Oggi hai portato a compimento il mistero pasquale e su coloro che hai reso santo, che agli albori della Chiesa nascente ha rivelato a tutti i popoli il mistero nascosto nei secoli e ha
We're back in St. Peter's Square. It's Sunday morning. We've just been to the Colosseum and the Forum. Now we're here. The Pope will be coming out of his apartment window, which is right up there. In a few minutes. Right now he's doing Mass. It's on big screens here. The square isn't as crowded as I thought it would be. I thought we'd be shoulder to shoulder. It's not that bad. Okay, it's changed a little bit. And now it's mobbed.
There's thousands and thousands of
abbassa il tuo ombrello, adesso chiudi.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, chiedo innanzitutto scusa per il mio grande ritardo. Ho avuto